Alright guys, it's Sadie, and I want to show you, I'm working on this, the laser gun. And this is the one that I had, that we were looking at earlier. Um, so, there's some problems that have happened, but it's easy, we're moving on from it. Somehow I blew. I don't know if what happened was, this circuit board on here has a fan, and it has the pulse width modulator thing where you can, have a duty cycle and use the laser that way, and that's the yellow wire. I don't really need that. I just wanted to have a switch on it. And I'm powering it with these batteries that are the 3.7 battery, like 3.7, and then these are 3.2, and they're the lithium iron. I should know this. And then PO4. That's not peroxide. Lithium, like I don't. Yeah, it's the okay. Yeah, so I have those to power it, and I want to put a meter on it. Just, you're gonna think, well, it's gonna take. You're gonna. I kind of want to use this as a resistor, because these batteries are really powerful and they can drain fast, and I don't want to overheat it, because I'm not going to be able to use the fan, because somehow I think this transistor blew, and it took out there was a capacitor there that the vent went off. Oh, here it is. Oh yeah, okay. So I don't know what happened, but this blew, and so I put a new capacitor in the same type, the same capacity. But I noticed that the transistor had some like gray on it, and I didn't know if it was because the capacitor blew and vented, and it had this on it, so I didn't know if it like splashed down on it. But I think that the transistor is blown too. So this circuit is not, I don't really need it. So then I was like, okay, well, I'm going to directly hook up the laser, which is, it has the fan, and it has the fancy, like I said, to do cutting and stuff on it in a machine and do artwork and cutting and stuff. You have the pulse width. I just call it pulse width, the TTL pulse width thing that would control the duty cycle, so you can really dial in how much power you want to use, and that's on the yellow. But I don't want all that stuff, and I'm not going to be holding it down a lot, so I'm just going to pulse it and have the switch. So it's like, well, I don't really need all that stuff, but it would be cool if it worked. So we'll just maybe leave that there and fix it later. But I want to put the meter there, and because I am bypassing all that stuff, and I am not using the fan to cool it, I guess I could, I could hook up the fan. I could easily hook up the fan and have a switch for the fan. That's not a bad idea. Just manually turn on the fan and let it run. Yeah, I think I might do that. because I'm not gonna. I just kind of want to use it to pulse it, but I might want to get into making some kind of art with it or something. It has a lot of potential. So, a lot of talk about this, but I'm just letting you know where I am with it. So, I want to put the meter on there, and I have this, which is really cool. And I'm not sponsored by anything, but I got this at Harbor Freight, and it's a nice little, Dremel-y thing. But to put that, I think I need the real Dremel. And I haven't used the real Dremel in a while, but this one's so much more powerful and it plugs in. But this is nice if you're, it's rechargeable and it was cheap. Like this is Dremel and this is Hypertough makes a lot of products, and I've always had good luck with their products. Are cheaper or more affordable than, but they're really good. I've always had pretty good luck with. I think I have the thing that reads the airs on the car. What is it? It's like CDB or something. CBD. No, it's not CBD. No, it's OBD. OBD. That I have one of those that, but those are a dime a dozen nowadays that read the car airs. The check engine airs, the check engine light airs codes, and you can always Google those codes, and they're like, it's usually like P something, whatever. This isn't an auto, but yeah, it is cool if you can fix your car with read it and fix it, and then go to AutoZone and buy the part. You can save hundreds of dollars doing that. Why would you let somebody else do that when you can do it? Okay, but back to this. So we're going to use the real Dremel, and I do want to put this meter in there. I want this amp meter in there. I did have this one hooked up, but it was going, I guess they call it pegging out. It went all the way. So we do have this one. It didn't burn it out, and I could still, I was pressing on the button and activating the laser with this, and it was pegging out, and it didn't damage it, but I was going beyond the reading. So we'll use this one. But the point is, I want to have this meter on there, not because I need to know what the amps are, but because I'm kind of using it as a resistor, because I am bypassing that circuit there. Okay, so there's that. And then real quick, I always want to showcase what I might be doing in future videos. So I have, if you have watched a lot of my stuff, you will know that I thought it would be a really cool idea to put a stun gun in this. So you're like, hey, I'm on the street and somebody's gonna rob you or something, you're gonna be like, hey, I just want to be fresh. It's just the deodorant. But I think it would be really easy to put a stun gun in this, and that's one of my ideas. I said this a while ago, but I have many switches, and then we could just use a USB charger. So I could use the 8mm headphone jack thing and just put that in there with the USB cord, and then just have the USB cord and then to the 8mm jack like put it in there to charge up the batteries, and the batteries are like, I want something a little more beefier than this, but it will run off that. Um, but like, look how much. I mean, you could put. What would I want to put in there? See, I'm getting distracted. Yeah, see, I mean, even that could go in there, but that's like way more power than what some of the stun guns have. But I could just move the stun gun. Okay, so putting the stun gun in here, and then you just have a little switch, the smallest switch as you can have. But wouldn't that be cool? Because like you're like, oh yeah, I just want to be fresh. No, I'm just okay. But stun gun in and it's like, I don't know. I just think it's a good idea. I want to do that. So I don't know when that's gonna come. Okay, and then the other thing is I started watching the videos on the Magnetron and getting. I started watching some of the 60 Minutes does a really has a thing on the Havana syndrome, which we all know is probably microwaves. And so what I want to do is because this has all this metal around it, is because it's running and it needs to be cooled because you're cooking a dinner, you're cooking your turkey dinner, you're cooking your SpaghettiOs or whatever. But if you were just going to make a little pulsing gun, kind of like the same concept that I have here, I just want to have it to pulse. You don't need all that metal. Of course, you need the magnets, and you don't want to disturb that. But you can get rid of that metal. So then you would have the heater. So you would turn on, to heat. You turn on the heater, and then you would have the 4 to 5 kilovolt power supply, and then the real power from this would be, so you would turn on the heater, and then the real power would be, how much current you could be getting dumping into it at 4.5 kilovolts, 5 kilovolts. You could probably just play around with it and put 6 in it or something. But it's going to be the current and the power that's going to determine it. It's not, the you need the voltage there. But it would be interesting to play around with it. So I was thinking, get rid of that, and then someone else on the internet was using these for the heater, and then I have a lot of these things, like the tennis racket or the bug killer thing is right here, and then I have, and that was up, we determined was up 3,700 volts, and then I have this, which is 100 volts, 47 microfarad, and there's 40 of them. So, that's 4,000 volts right there. If I put all those together, then put all those together in a capacitor bank, this is the heater on that, and then just use something to charge that up, and then like pulse that and just see what kind of microwaves you can get out of it and how far away you could I think that's just fascinating. But yeah, that would definitely be really cool, and you don't need all that metal there because you would just be turning it on. It might get a little bit hot. You might want to leave some of the fins in there because you'll turn the heater on, and let it go. but there's that on there. Um, I'm not really worried about that. It's because somebody said that there's an alternative to the cancerous thing, and a lot of microwaves probably have that, especially because it's cheaper and easier. So there's a other chemical that isn't the cancerous one, and then even if this is, it's has to be broken up into fine powder, and then that whatever. So I'm not really, I like to experiment with the high voltage and this stuff, and it's like, well, I'll get burned, I'll get cancer, I'll die, I'm gonna die anyway. It was just, I don't like. I mean, I'm not, I'm not trying to encourage it, but I'm just like, well, I will do this stuff so you don't have to. Dr. Greger, if you know that doctor, he says, if you follow any Dr. Greger, Dr. Greger, Dr. Greger goes, I go all through all this research and do all this and look at every journal and all the AMA stuff so you don't have to. So I'm saying I will do these experiments so you don't have to. But, um, you know, um, I was watching some of the tech ingredients videos, and it's like, I wish those guys would make more stuff. Like, they have, I mean, they have a lot of cool stuff on there, but they could really, it's funny that one, like, they live in a housing, like the guy lives in a addition or a nice neighborhood or a nice suburb or something. I don't know where he is. I think they're probably I think they're in Canada. Tech ingredients, but yeah, those videos are really good. But the guy's so methodical. It's like if he wanted to be some kind of Unabomber or something, it would be really bad. But there's a lot of people that are smart that know how to make plastic explosives and 3D print guns and those coil guns. Wow, I was looking at some of those coil guns. I haven't kept up with it, and I've looked at some. Wow, those can get so powerful, and that's so cool. But so then my mind starts working. It's like, well, how could you get something to, if you'd really have to have a lot of electricity and a lot of power, like, like a bunch of car batteries powering something that could repeatedly, like a machine gun coil gun. That's probably the next step, with a machine gun coil gun that could just keep dropping them in and just and then the sky's the limit, of course. On I mean, it'll get there with 3D printing, AI, and all that, and then battery capacity getting better. You could have the the thing is just like with I'm getting off on a tangent, but just like with all the solar power and stuff, it's the batteries. It's like we all known this for years and years. It's the batteries. We need to shrink the batteries and make them more powerful. Somehow the batteries need to be smaller and more powerful. That's the thing that's going to make solar better and electric cars better. And then eventually they'll have coil machine guns, and people will be making them. And it's like there's no NRA that's going to be watching that. There's no FDA, FBI. I mean, people will be making that, importing the different parts and putting together. I thought this was funny. Oh, I'm really getting distracted. But this is kind of funny, and the YouTube audience, I know that you guys know this and probably have heard this story before, but I just love it. that you can just buy pieces of a gun and then assemble the gun. So isn't that such an interesting idea? So it goes through customs or whatever. It's just a piece of metal. It's just this flat piece of metal. This, that, the springs, this, that, and then all the packages, you open them up, and then you assemble the gun. It's similar to if you had chemicals and you made fentanyl or meth or plastic explosives. It's like, well, these things exist and they're out there, but then when you put them together, but the coil gun really makes the chemical guns that we have with explosives look so primitive, because having those sensors in there, like I think it's not a laser sensor, but it's maybe an infrared sensor, whatever it is, to trigger as it goes through. I mean, you can really, the precision you can get with that, and then it just makes having a hammer hit an explosive charge. But like guns have been the same concept. Like the Chinese invented gunpowder, then the guns, and then we had the iron and the guns, and then where the guns were all over or whatever. But it really hasn't changed much. What's changed maybe has been like the machine gun or something like that, but like what coil guns could do, and having a coil machine gun or even laser guns that just burn, that just have a pulse of light, of photons, and just burn a big hole in you. I mean, could you imagine, if it was like 50 kilojoules of photons, and it was made small. These things are very big now, but eventually that's what the technology will be. Laser guns and coil guns will be so small that nobody is going to care about chemical guns. I guess we would call it gunpowder guns. I mean, there'll be like antiques. I've gotten off on a tangent, but it is fascinating, But then, you have all kinds of other weapons. Okay, so I'm getting distracted, and yeah. Okay, so we'll go back to this. Those are the two other projects: the stun gun and the magnetron. But what we need to do is, I want to put this in there on this side, and then is this, yeah, and I have this. It's it looks messy, but and I put the little, oh, isn't that cute? Put the apple thing on there. So look like that. Have the batteries in there, and then I have to make sure this is like that in there, and misses that switch is small profile. That switch is pretty cool because it's nice and big. It feels nice to push, and I of course picked blue because it's blue. The laser's blue. Okay, and Zuckerberg will be happy with the blue, right? Okay. Well, in the blue sky. And then we do have the eclipse coming up. Okay, so yeah, so this will go like that, but but it'll easily go. I don't know the best thing, but so it'll go like that on there, and then have the batteries in there, and it'll look like that, and then it'll be like that. Oh, well, okay. So, I know there's better ways to do this, but you just have to, I just have to hollow it out into that, and then I can bring it down. Okay, so there's these, so these are the screw, this is what you put the power through, and of course it's DC, and it has the negative marked, so negative and positive. And then it has these to hold it, but I could also use like the crazy glue, or the what is the other glue, like the other, like the glue gun thing. But I don't want it to look too, I won't want it to look sloppy, but I want it to be solid, you know, I don't want it to be so I don't know, the best thing to do is like, I'll just start cutting. And this is like that ABS plastic. This is pretty robust plastic. I like this. I think I showed you guys it before. I got a bunch of these cases, and I think they're on, you know, they're, where's the package of them? Yeah, you can get these off Amazon. Prototype boxes. But I've told you guys I like the clear one, but I think in this case the black is better. So it's like this, and they're cheap and nice, and I mean, look at that, like nice little project box. I love these for anything. If you hear the clicking around here, I don't know if you can hear the clicking. There's two of these little clicker. I just like it. It's like a metronome, but I'm also listening to music, and I need to focus. Okay. Oh my God, 27 minutes. God damn. Okay. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we have to talk about those things, but so this Dremel is really cool because it has down to 5,000 RPMs, and then you can just dial it to 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 35,000 RPMs? Is that right? Okay, so with cutting the plastic, you might have run into this too, is you would think, oh, let's just turn it up, but if you turn it up really high and start going into it, it's more dangerous, of course, but it melts the plastic more. So since you kind of want to chip away at the plastic, if you know, like I've had it where if I turn it up too high, it'll just kind of melt, and it'll kind of go in there, and it sounds like maybe if it's melting, you could just carve around it, but I want to chip away the plastic, and it is pretty tough plastic. I mean, I like these boxes are really nice if you are a hobbyist or into electronics, or you make stuff that will plug into a computer or anything, or like something that will go on into your car. They're really good, but they're not waterproof like these are. These boxes are really cool. I like these boxes a lot. These are not. These I think are more like junction boxes. They're not really project boxes, but I like them so much because these can be waterproof, and it's see-through and it looks really cool. So I've made some cool, like you can have switches on that, like it's just nice to see in half of it. It's pretty cool. Like, but these are more expensive, obviously, and these are very tough. Like you can see how thick that is. But I think these are junction boxes for outside or electrical outlets. But they make great project boxes. You've probably run into these too. But it just matters what kind of project you want to have on there. But yeah, you always, like, I could use a lot. I have so many things I could put in the box. Like, you know, well, okay, I'll get distracted. But yeah, that would be good. Okay, let's just go. Okay, so we'll turn this down. And I think, like I was saying, maybe like 10. And I'm just thinking, this is not the way to do it, but I don't know how you would trace around and do that. What I do is I just start. That didn't sound like it went down. I just have to. Yeah, it's pretty tough, but okay, well, maybe we need more power. More power. I don't know any other way to do it. What you can do sometimes is like, you have the drill bit in there, and you can kind of drag it at an angle and drag it around what you need. Another way that I found is like by punching holes, like so you would punch holes kind of all where you need it, and then just knock it out and then use like these to get it out, and then you'd smooth it out, but it doesn't need to be flush, or it doesn't need to be like, dovetailed, or it doesn't need to be. It just needs to go in there. Just get in the hole. But okay, so I don't know if I should put another drill bit. I did. Of course, my favorite place to get stuff from is Electronic Goldmine. It's one of the best places, I think. I mean, there's Mauser and there's DigiKey, and there's like, I haven't even looked on Temu. This Temu that everybody's talking about, but I like Amazon. It's so weird. It's like, how can you be like, go where the deal is? But it's like, oh, I don't want another thing and another app, and like, I don't know. I haven't been on there, and I guess Alibaba is good, and eBay, but I'm just can find most of the stuff I want off. Okay, yeah. If you're gonna go ahead and mess with this, that is not the right size. Look, what the? Okay. Yeah, obviously unplug that unless you want to. I think I wanted to put a better drill bit onto there. I mean, I should have done a little bit of this off camera, but since this is just taking so long anyway, I don't know. I think that one would be appropriate. I don't want it to be too small or too big. I guess I'm thinking, what am I doing? Okay. Yeah. Why is it not? Am I going the right way? Oh. Oh, duh, yeah, you gotta hold that thing on there. I always forget about holding that little thing. What is it, the stopper? There's probably a real word for it. It's not a stopper. Lock? Okay, it has a lock on it, so let's call it a lock. We'll call it a lock. Well, it's a lock. Okay, then tighten as much as I can tighten it. Okay, that's a better one. But yeah, these are, I got these from cheap, and they are solid tungsten carbide PC drill bits from Electronic Gold Mine. There, and their spokesperson, unofficial spokesperson for Electronic Gold Mine. Shout out to them. But you can get them anywhere. But their tungsten carbide is probably that's overkill, of course, for this. It's overkill for this. You don't need tungsten carbide. Okay, help if I plug it back in. Okay, yeah, okay, so, yeah, we're getting there. But, yeah. And, what happened? Does that one not? It's too small for the Dremel. That's not for the Dremel then. Okay, well I do have Dremel. This is turning into quite a okay, so you have to use, yeah, I think I've run into this before. It's better, like the Dremel you should use, well, you can use a substitute, but the Dremel you really need to use the Dremel approved. What do I do with this little? Okay, this is the real life. This is the real life. Okay, yeah, this is what happens. Okay, yeah, see, I made a mistake, so you don't have to. Yeah, that's right. You really, there, that makes more sense. You have to use the Dremel. That one's too small, but you know what? That one will work in this, I bet. So, no. Yeah, it's best to just use the Dremel things for the Dremel. But yeah, those I can use in this. That's probably what I was doing, but I forgot because I haven't done this in a while. But okay, so let's get back into it and see if, oh yeah, that seems a lot. This seems a lot better. It's a little bigger diameter. Wow. Oh. I don't know if I should. If you guys point out a better way to do this. Well, I think maybe just push. See, this is what I don't. Okay, wait. There. It's not the best. I mean, it's probably better if I had a drill press. And, yeah, this is just. See, that's why I don't like that bigger one. Why is it doing that? I don't want to turn it up more. See, I don't like it. Maybe I should have just stuck with this little one. Okay. I'm just gonna have to probably. Wow. It's not really. this is not. Well, you guys can't even see what I'm doing. Okay. I don't know how I. Oh wait, that was cut in there. I don't. Wow, that's really. I should probably be wearing some type of gloves. I have so many gloves from Amazon and stuff that at least it would be something. But I'm living life on the edge here. Oh, I'm afraid of this drill that's gonna break. It's not the way to do it, you guys. But we're making some progress. You know what? I mean, I could take the soldering iron and just. Do I have a soldering iron that I don't like? Yeah, that's another option too. I just need to get it in there. It doesn't have to be. So once I got this, maybe I can just. I like using the. Yeah, this kind of works. This kind of works. This is a way to. This might be a better way to do it, and then I can use that too. But ideally, what you would have is you'd have a trace of that, and have like a drill press thing, or not a lathe. Not a lathe. I don't know my woodworking stuff. I don't know this. See, this is like, well, this is not. You know, this is not electronics, but it's like, okay, well, you know, ideally, I would 3D print. I would 3D print the thing to fit the switch and fit this. That's ideally. Then sub ideally, I would. This is coming together. I'm just going ahead and taking these. Are these Hyper Tough? No, these are. This is Klein Tools. Klein Tool, made in USA. Klein Tool. Just it cuts pretty well. Yeah, I mean, if I was outside, I could do that. Another thing is like those little butane. They have butane like soldering irons, and or like something that you would use to cut wood, like that you would use to make marks on wood. Oh, this isn't too bad. Okay, yeah, this isn't too bad. These are really tearing it up, but yeah, so I can always polish it up and make it look a little nicer, but I'm more about it, the way things function, the way things work. You know, your mileage can vary, but it would be nice in the future. You know, that's something to look forward to. Like eventually, I'll maybe have a 3D printer, and you know, I'm not opposed to that. I don't want to be like a cave person electronics. Like that would be a good channel name. Caveman Electronics, Cave Girl Electronics, Cave Person Electronics, Neanderthal Electronics. Like, I mean, like, it just gets the job done. But I just want this so bad. I want my little laser gun. So while we're here, I'll tell you. something, and since I'm telling you this, and since it's probably not a good idea to do, I won't do it. It's like if you have a tick or something, you have to say it or something. Okay, so here's what I was thinking. With this laser gun, you can put a little tiny hole in something, right? So, did I tell this story before? I probably did. You could do all kinds of things with a laser gun. But what I thought, I think I told you guys this before. Oh God, I've been up all night, of course. Okay, but here's I'll do it real fast, and then if you heard it before, you heard it before. Okay, go into Meijer or Walmart, get like a Foster's, find the coldest refrigerator. Yeah, I did tell you guys this before. And just, well, maybe somebody didn't hear this video. Okay, so like if you have this little thing, and the thing that, find the coldest refrigerator with the infrared thing. Like go into Meijer. No, like I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say it like that. But a person, if you wanted to break, get a Foster's, chill it down to like where it's really cold, shake it up violently, and then put it in there and have it in the freezer, and then you could say, well, why don't you just take a pin, like a dental utensil, and poke it? But I think it would be cooler to just put the laser on it, and you would just break through that aluminum in just the smallest little tiny bits, and then it would start shooting out and make beer snow, and then you could just have it in there, and because you shook it up, because it's cold, and you made the tiniest pinprick in it, and the carbonation, and it's cold, and it would be like spewing it out inside the cold refrigerator, and it would make beer snow. And of course, they video everything. I watch. You don't want to do that, but that would be funny. I see these. Watch all these police pullovers and stuff, and these people that shoplift from Walmart and stuff. It's like sometimes. It's funny how you'll see on YouTube. You'll see some of them where they just get away and people won't do anything, and then you see the other ones where they're like, it's like Walmart prosecutes, like they get them. I mean, it's so stupid to do that, because like think about this. So many people have dash cams. There's cameras outside the building, and some people that were stealing from Walmart, it's like they had them on video from previous times. So you go there and you steal and nothing happens. You go there again and you steal and nothing happens. Well, they're building a case because they notice you, because the people that do the theft or the loss prevention, is it loss prevention? They're just sitting there watching. They're like, and they're people that remember faces, and people like thieves probably wear the same clothes or similar. They look the same and they go to the same area, and then they're just recording it. And it's like this person's in there, and then they go and just buy some spaghetti and some corn. You know what I mean? It's like you can't hide it. you can't hide anything. I mean, I'm getting on some kind of a rant here, um, but as you all know, China has the most video cameras everywhere, and they even will have ratings on the people and stuff, and that's kind of what every so many people have dash cams, so many people you'll watch some kind of shooting or something, and it's like somebody's Ring doorbell. The Ring doorbells, the dash cams, and then everybody has a phone. It's insane if you think about it. Stores have cameras inside and outside. People are walking around with cameras. All the Ring doorbells, and there's probably a bunch of knockoff products. Ring, the dash cams. It's like everything is just being recorded, and now that it's so easy to record, it's not like you're filling up. It goes to the cloud in most cases. Well, people aren't all stingy like, oh, I just want to record a little bit tonight. I just want to record a little bit tonight. It's like they just let that stuff run. They let that stuff run, and like, oh, there was a robbery in your neighborhood, and it's like, yeah, they got it, and then Bob down the street got it, and then there's the 7-Eleven. There's the person speeding away after. I saw one of them, on YouTube, where it's like it shows them through the neighborhood, then it shows them going by the 7-Eleven, then it shows them going by the PNC Bank, and it's like, you can't get away with anything. You may as well just give up, because they know you, you can't hide. Yeah, it's like you're like, yeah, I got my CW, I know my Morse code, I'm got my bug out bag, and it's like, we're all waiting for that shit to pop. Okay, alright. I don't have to. Okay, we're getting there. So, this is probably a little bit better than me dremeling for, yeah, this is better than me dremeling for a long time, but I mean, whatever gets the. Okay, so yes, look at this. Oh yes, it's coming together. It's coming together. It's coming together. This is awesome. Okay, yeah. So now, let's see if those. See those. See, now is when the precision comes in. Now is when the precision comes in, because where those, and I want to make sure it's even, not even, aligned, straight, balanced, level. Oh my God. I've been up. I've been abusing caffeine, you guys. I'm sorry. Okay, so, yeah. Look. Okay, so right where those posts are going in there, and it's just perfect, you guys. It's just perfect. It's just like right there. Oh crap! It's like right there and right there. It's like the width is just like if I could have, wow, that's perfect. Okay, so now what I want to do is do the drum roll. Okay, wait, but I didn't like that one. I like the other one. Wait, we'll just use this one. I like, this tool is very good. I mean, you could do a lot with it, but this one has the power. How many watts is this? Okay. Well, here we go. Dremel model 4000, 1.6 amps, 5,000 to 35,000 revolutions per minute. Wow. Dremel mount prospect Illinois, made in Mexico. Yeah, I've had this for a while. Dropped it. It's been in the cold. It's been, yeah. So you gotta have the Dremel, but this is nice to have too. Like, I think I got a coupon with this, and it was just like ridiculously cheap. And it has, like, I think this is a brushed motor. I think this has a brush, and this is what is it when it's not the brush motor? It's like the induction motor. Is that the word? Yeah, I think this is a brush motor. Yeah, so that's a difference right there. Yeah, this is so smooth. And it has the, I'm trying to sell you guys on this thing. Okay. See, you could hear that little whine, that high-pitched whine. It's the brushless motor. I said, this is how we do it. The brush. Okay, but it doesn't mean it won't wear out. It doesn't mean that it's better. I mean, I think this transfers the brush motors can handle more current now, potentially. But these guys, yeah, okay, I'm getting distracted. Okay, all right, let's just, okay, yeah, this is coming together. Okay, I want to make sure that it's level there. I wonder if I could just press it really hard and make an indent. Say, like if I could just press it really hard and rock it back and forth and make an indent, I could get exactly where I want it. Is that how we do things? Is that engineering? Is that the best engineering? Okay, wait. Did it work? Okay, yeah. It's too close to that switch. What do you mean? Well, wait, I don't have to have it. Yeah, I don't have to have it down all into there. Yeah, it's going too dangerously close to that switch. Yeah, it doesn't have to be. I mean, I want it to be as down as far as possible, but no. Yeah, I don't have to you're getting too obsessed with it. Okay, no. Yeah, I don't have to do that. I mean, well, I can't because the switch is there, and I don't want to move the switch. Okay, so now we need, yeah, and you're not gonna believe this. Well, you will believe this because it's me. Oh, okay. My other soldering iron just stopped working. That little pencil one I had, I don't think I paid a lot for it, but that's not the point. So I'm using this one. I don't, the other one was nice because it had a little dial on it with the temperature, and it had a little light in there. So how nice. But this one, is 25 watts, and the other one, yeah. So I think I don't know why, but it won't heat up anymore. So does that mean the element is broken on it? Okay, does that mean the element's broken on it? I don't know. Okay, so let's focus here. Focus, 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 focus. Okay, so this switch kind of came out a little bit. Now, why does I have that? Okay, yeah. Okay, so, yeah, let's check this out. Okay, so, yeah, at least I can just get it. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I need the support. It's important. It's important. It's important. It's important. It's important. Where is it? The heat shrink things. Is that what it is? It would be better if I could just clean up. Oh yeah. Well, we're just waiting for me to get this toolkit. I'm not sponsored by this, but this iFixit is one of the best ones that I've come across because it has all the little things to, all the little hex and weird star shapes, and it has a magnetic little thing. But this iFixit, I think people that fix iPhones and stuff use this, but it's come in handy because sometimes they put those little weird star things on there. Where is the, I'm afraid to move stuff over here because the thing, where's the heat shrink? I have a bunch of the heat shrink stuff. Oh, it's up here. Okay, balancing, oh no, it was holding it. Oh my gosh. First world problems, you guys. It was holding it. It's probably gonna fall. Okay. No. Let's not say it's gonna fall. Yeah. The heat shrink tubing. Heat shrink tubing. Do I just make up names for these things? Heat shrink tubing. Okay, focus. You guys, like, okay. Yeah, at least if I can just get it to work. Okay, so we're bypassing that, we're doing this. That's too small. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we gotta have this. Got to have these things in there. And this in there. Okay, so yeah. So while we're doing this, the eclipse is coming, and I'm in Indianapolis, and this is a great spot for the eclipse. So it'd be pretty cool to watch. I want to see how I do want to do this. Yeah, I think I just want to go like this. And then I'm definitely, when you're hooking up that meter, I want to make sure that I want to make sure that I got it right before I solder it, because, well, it has screws on it. I mean, you can, it has screws on it, but, um, yeah, so, yeah, I do like that. I mean, you can use tape. See, I'll get better at having everything where it needs to be. I should probably just like put all these on together. Okay, there. Yes. Okay, so just have this one. I'm trying to figure out, because I did have it wired up to that circuit board like we discussed earlier, and I'm just going around that. We don't need it. But I don't want to just take it off, because I want, eventually, maybe I want to fix what happened with that. I think that transistor just blew, because I fixed the capacitor and it still didn't work. So I fixed the capacitor and it still didn't work. So so the negative, I just don't. Yeah, and then do I have? Oh yeah, I wanted to tell you guys. You might have known this too, but like the network wire is awesome to like get to make hookup wire. The like the or sorry, not network wire. Like the Cat5e wire is really nice. It's got copper. Don't you just hate it when you get into a wire and it has that silver in it? Or it's tin, I guess. I hate that. You see that on some, like, I've seen that on some consumer electronics. Like, oh. Yeah, they're not even using copper wire. Well, of course, they're saving money, and if you're gonna make millions of these microwaves, and you can save a pen, like as Mr. Carlson says, bean counters. Mr. Carlson will say the bean counters are there. Yeah, but it's so annoying when you do harvest some electronics or harvest some wires. You like get so excited about it. You look at the wire, and it's not copper. It's not copper at all. I guess it's tin and steel, or aluminum and tin and steel, and maybe a small bit of copper. Whatever it is, it sucks, and we all know it. Don't all the silver, gold is better. Copper, gold is better. Silver sucks. I mean, it's not real silver. You know what I mean? It's tin or something. Maybe I have a one I could show. You know what I'm talking about. Damn it, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm losing it. I've been up. I've been over caffeinated. I'm still trying to find an electronics job. We'll probably just have to get a warehouse job. I'm not opposed to it. It's so hard to get an electronics job in Indianapolis. There's not that many places. But in Indianapolis, we have warehouses. Oh boy, do we have warehouses in Indianapolis. So probably just do that. Even, it's. I just wish I could do electronics. Okay, I'm not being able to focus very well. Okay. Yeah, so this will just go, it doesn't matter, I'm just hooking this up, but I want to make sure that I don't, Well, I can always reverse that, but okay, we're getting there. We're getting there, you guys. I don't like doing part one, part two, part three. So that's why we're doing this. But, like the 400 volt capacitor bank thing, that is a multiple thing, and that's a big project. So sometimes we will have to have that. But don't like part one, part two, part. It's just have one part. Okay, I'm okay. I'm getting so excited because I really, for some reason, I just really think this is a cool little thing. You know, you could make marks on something. You could, well, you have a source of photons, and this is better. This is more photon power than my other one, and it kind of looks. I mean that the Nintendo gun thing. I need to like hide the batteries in there, and I can make it a lot better. But okay, so we're coming down to, yeah, all I need to do is just the negative. Okay, so I'm guessing a 50% chance of getting this right. But it's not a disaster. I just want it to, yeah, I really like this wire though. That's in those Cat 5e things. If you ever see that someone's throwing it out or something, it's a wonderful wire. It's like, well, I mean, because it is for data, it has to be a high quality. So it is really good wire, but it kind of looks so cheap because you see it around so often. You see it around all the time, and you don't think it's really cool, but it is. Okay, so oh my gosh, it works. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's so exciting. Okay, we need to straighten that. Oh my gosh. Wait, what happened? What happened? Huh. No, what happened now? Oh, there it goes. Oh, is the batteries? Could they be out already? Could I have drained the batteries already? Okay. Well, shoot. Do I have more batteries? I didn't think about that. Okay. So, yeah, that's... Yeah, I think I drained the batteries out. Yeah, it's gonna drain the batteries fast, so... Yeah... It would be nice to have something, to have a rechargeable, something that would, like a pack that you could put on there. Okay, let me just verify that that's what the problem was. Yeah, these So these are like the double A's, but okay, yeah, they have twice the. I probably shouldn't be taking them out that way. Well, I should probably use a plastic thing. I just want to do it fast. Okay. Yes, battery power, battery power, battery power. No, I wonder if these are dead too. Oh gosh, that's okay. Well, darn it. Okay, well, it will look like this. It will look like this. And then where is the other thing? Because we've got to wrap this up. But we're going in the right direction. Okay, so yes. Okay, this will be secured on there. There we go. I mean, it'll be secured like that. And then this. Okay, thank you for watching. Then I'll make an update with it working better.